Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new episode of Africa Today, and we are going to start immediately with our very first report. Egypt was elected to preside over the African Anti-Corruption Authority from the year 2022 to 2025. Let's have a closer look and more details in the following report.
Egypt Administrative Control Authority has been elected to preside over the Africa Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities from 2022 to 2025. The ACA, Egypt's highest anti-graft authority, has attended the 5th annual general meeting of the Africa Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities, taking place from 20 to 23 of June in Burundi. The meeting reviewed the strategic plan of the authority until 2026 and the role of African anti-corruption agencies in combating illicit financial flows. Mali and Cameroon won the first and second deputy head of the association seats, respectively. The 5th general meeting of the authority agreed to hold the coming meeting next year in South Africa as per the country's request. The authority is an independent international organization bringing together anti-corruption authorities from around 40 member states to enhance cooperation on fighting corruption within the framework of the African Union Convention of Preventing and Combating Corruption. Egypt has reiterated the need for African countries to intensify efforts to fight corruption and hosted African Anti-Corruption Forum in 2019 as the continent's first anti-corruption forum with the participation of 51 African countries. Egypt also hosted the 9th session of the Conference of States of Parties to the UN Convention Against Corruption in December under the presidency of the ACE Chairman Hassan Abu Shafi.
And to continue with our reports, or focusing on the Egyptian relations with African states, well, Egypt is currently seeking to increase its exports internationally and to open new horizons of new international markets, and particularly focusing on the African market, on the COMESA countries in specific. Africa is our strategic depth, and Egypt is trying to express all the time its keenness to boost relations with its African brotherly states in all domains.
Egypt is currently seeking to increase its exports to international markets and with special scope on Africa's markets. The state aims to deepen trade exchange with the countries of the continent, especially the COMESA countries, ministries and concerned authorities, to monitor the export movement on an ongoing basis and measure the effectiveness of the new program to support exports. The government has developed a clear vision to enter the African markets with local Egyptian products and commodities. The vision comes to support the Egyptian presence in the continent, especially with the launch of Egyptian projects in more than one country. Egypt has launched its first local commercial chain in Africa. In addition, the commercial chain launched by the Egyptian private sector with great support from the government to facilitate the exit of goods from Egypt and hastening the Egyptian commercial offices in Africa. The investment of the Egyptian commercial chair reached 5 million Egyptian pounds as the first stage. By the end of 2025, Egypt will have 22 branches of its commercial chain in 6 African countries.
And to continue with the same context, Engineer Tariq Al-Mullah, Minister of Petroleum, released recently some statements regarding the Egyptian-African relations in the field of his ministry, petroleum products. And he said it that clear that Egypt is an open market and a model gate for African countries. And he also expressed keenness to boost relations with African states in the field of gas, of oil, of petroleum products. Let's watch in this report more details, and then we are going to be back with more.
Minister of Oil and Mineral Wealth Tariq Al-Mullah asserted that Egypt is an open market and a model gate for the African and Middle East markets, as it welcomes more cooperation and partnerships that support the objectives of the Egyptian and African markets. The minister's remarks were made during his meeting with Romanian ambassador in Cairo and his accompanying delegation. The meeting took up a number of issues of common interest pertaining to the oil and gas sectors, as the Romanian delegation voiced interest in boosting investment opportunities in the oil sector in Egypt. The Romanian ambassador for his part said that Romanian companies operating in oil sector in Egypt are gaining continuous support, noting that Egypt is considered a key Romanian partner and both sides are keen on exchanging expertise and technologies transfer. He also praised Egypt's achievements in oil and gas in the mining sector, calling on the Romanian company